morning. Hello. There we go. Come on, sweetie. So, as you're getting your things together, setting up your music to svadhistana, whichever form you use to make that happen. Just a quick, there was a question that I got via email, which was great, about the repetition of the word svadhistana and the reason for the pulsing of the pelvic floor. And it's a great question, you know, and I really appreciate that when something's unfamiliar that you ask me. And so, as you set yourself up, consider, so if I have this water bottle, the part that I most often wash, as opposed that I'm, you know, most often in contact with, right? I wash this part, and I open it up, and I rinse it out, and I can reach around in here, and then I call it good. And now my water bottle's clean. And I can do this day after day. Hello? Would you switch that off? And the trick is that even though this is only holding water, I don't even want to show you what's in the bottom of this bottle. And it's been holding water, it's been cleaned and washed and dried, and the part that I'm in contact with, the part that I'm familiar with, is up to date. However, if I put water in here, I need to put something in so I can get to the bottom. And then I need to move it around. Even better, if I can put a detergent. The detergent is going to act at a molecular level. The soap breaks the bonds that allow the sediment in there to hold to the bottom of the bottle. The repetition, the movement of the pelvic floor, that's the movement of this scrub brush. Engaging Mula Bandha. Beginning to find action at the very base of this bowl that holds who we are. Creates a quality of circulation. And I refer to it as we do this, and I say you're stirring as though, if you've ever seen when you go past, if you were cleaning a fish tank and you move the water and the little bits of debris, you can see them move around and then settle back down. So moving the pelvic floor creates this current, this movement, and it's a clearing. And the repetition of svadhistana you can think of as adding that detergent, adding the molecular interaction. It's engaging your attention and your energy. Your attention and your energy have an energetic force, and you are clearing what has been seated at the bottom of your tank, at the bottom of your bottle, at the bottom of your bowl, all the things that you have felt in the past and never truly shifted out. These are the components. So we're moving it like a scrub brush, and we're adding the repetition of the word like a detergent. And then at the end, that breath is the most important thing you can do. When we sit and we do alternate nostril breathing, we are rinsing left side, right side, and then we are finding the center and we are pausing. And in that pausing, in that sensation of clarity and space, we're letting the fabric of our energetic body come clear. It is not an intellectual process. We can't think our way through this. We access the chakras so that we can access the energy, the fabric that lies between the infinite and the finite, between everything that is and this one little mortal soul that you are. The chakras are the interface. And so when you pause and do that breath, that's how you're clearing svadhistana. And clearing svadhistana is like polishing your smile. Everything you've layered on top of it, the weight of the world, you can shine it off. Come to seat, palms together, heart high. Om Namo, I bow to everything outside of me, guiding me, healing me, holding me. Guru Dev Namo, I bow to everything inside of me, rising to meet it all. 3 times, inhale. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Roll your shoulders, roll your wrists, shake it out. Your playlist starts at the second track. Take my leave of you. We're becoming more dexterous with our feelings. That you can feel grief and then release. You can feel joy and release on your back. Hands wide or hands overhead. Arch your back. Draw your navel high toward the ceiling, heels down, shoulders down, the spine to lift, and then on an exhale, roll your way back down to the floor. Roll open and roll down. Inhale up, exhale down. Soften your face and your shoulders. Allow the movement to be more intuitive, more personal, more exploratory. Where is there grief in your body? Now is the time. Find it. Be with it. Let it through. One more. And pause neutral, just feel. Be still. Set your heels forward and wide. Feel the outside edges of the mat with your feet. Lengthen your spine. Broaden your shoulders. And let your knees fall left. Up and over to the right. Exhale left and inhale right. Or if it suits you, long, deep breathing. We hold tension in our musculature. We hold around the joints. We prepare for the what if or the then what. It's a good idea, but sometimes it's limiting. Let your body open. And as you do, that there is a trust in what you are offering, that there is care and guidance, that you can open further than you imagined to be carried on this bright divine stream. Let your hips move, let your knees move, and feel the soles of your feet rock across the floor. 30 seconds. A willingness. Not holding on to who you were yesterday, not holding on to who you hope to be tomorrow, just shaking all of it out so that better information can come through. For 3. 2, and center. Notice the hips, the belly, the feet, the knees. Draw your left knee to your chest. Interlace your fingers over the shin. Keep it close. Right leg goes out long. Flex, point both feet. Open it up. And bring your right knee to your chest. Out wide to the right and extend your leg. Knee to the chest. Out wide. And extend. Human hygiene. Use the circularity of your hip instead of just the forward back. And feel it open your back and your right side shoulder and your right side kidney and lung. And then reverse direction. Using asana, we clear the body. And the body holds our past, holds what we did yesterday, what we didn't do yesterday. Let it through. Right knee to the chest, interlace your fingers, keep it close. Left leg long, roll the ankles, open, close the toes. And left knee to chest, out to the side, and go long. Three, 2. Reverse your direction. Soften and open your upper back. Where are you forcing or working or holding? The hips require a melting, a giving in. Put your right foot to the floor, cross your left ankle over, lift your head, shoulders, lift your right heel, bring it in. And then leg long, hands overhead. Exhale, you close, and inhale, you open. Needed support, use your hands on the backs of your thighs. The pace is yours. You may go quicker, more slowly. Just for 3. And for 2. Good. Changing sides. Right ankle over the left knee, open and close. For 3, and for 2, and for 1. Feet flat, hands wide or overhead. Pause, feel, notice. Draw your breath deeper down into the abdomen. Feel the expanse of your rib cage and bring that expansive sensation into the pelvis. Between the belly button and the pubic bone, the left hip and the right hip, the low back and the low belly, breathe into that space, your home. Soles of the feet come together, knees fall wide. And again, the breath into the belly. Lower and lower, making space. Put your feet flat, bring your knees together. And on an inhale, fall to the outer feet, knees open, exhale, close. Roll your low back into the floor. Take the work out of your inner thighs. Relax your feet. Let your toes be limp and easy. Good. 3, 2. Put your feet flat. Heels a little closer. Press your feet to the floor. Lift your hips 4 to 6 inches. And then knees widen. You're on your outer feet and knees together. Inhale, open. Exhale, feet flat, knees in. Moving as you can. Simply invite the hips to float and think of just putting your feet flat. Just think of your feet. Let your hips follow. Five, 4, 3, 2, and roll your spine down, heels wide, toes in, feel the low belly, the front, the back, the outer hip, the inner thigh. Give it breath. And drawing your knees in, your hands out wide, your heels up high, widen your feet. Legs apart, drop your left foot to the floor, right foot on top, and then up over, legs wide, right foot to the floor, left foot on top. Up and over. Mm-hmm. Three, 2, 1. Finding center. Knees bend, feet flat. Knees to your chest. Check out the feet, widen the tail.
to roll to a simple seat. Legs crossed, you're hopping up on the edge of a blanket or a bolster, legs wide.
Shake out the feet, shake out the knees. If the knees are bent, you can prop them with blocks or legs out long. Interlace your fingers. Sitting tall, begin a great long circle. Spin your prayer wheel, your millstone, your great bowl of muesli. And then reverse your direction. As you reverse again, go smaller and closer. Down into the seat, down into the bowl. Feel that that's a circle. Notice anything that keeps it from being a circle. Smooth it out. Inviting change. Reverse direction. For 3, for 2. As you pause upright, hands on thighs, legs out long, sitting tall. Feel the concentration of light energy that you're making in the pelvis. Bring your feet together, bend your knees, seated in the middle of that blanket, hands out, thumbs up, fingers in, knees are bent, toes are up. Inhale forward and exhale back. This may be your work, fantastic. You're seated right in that bowl of light, or as you come forward, hands apart and back together as you go back. Move from the soles of your feet through the low belly and up into the hands. Legs crossed, hands high, little cups. Inhale, chin up. Now pulse the pelvic floor, pulse. And in your mind you repeat, svadhistana, svadhistana. I am home, my home, right here. One more, and chin up. And let it go. And we feel what we've made. All that change, all that sensation, all that circulation of the low belly It's not in the mind, it's the fabric of the body that's changing. Blocks at the top. Unfold your blanket one time. Walk your feet up. 2 fists fit between your feet, they're hip distance apart. Fingertips forward, sit down into your heels, lift your thumbs to lift your heart to stand up. Unfold. And then sit back down. Ribs to thighs, fingers to the floor. Drop your seat to lift up tall. Here's inhale. Deeper down into the floor. Here's exhale. 3 more. One more. Arms wide, knees bend, hands to the block, step your left foot back, your left knee down, back toes tucked under, hands come up high. As you drop your hands, hips go back. Use your front heel to press down and away and to draw yourself back forward. Hands up. And then folding, hands to the block. Step your left foot up, sit your seat down, hands wide, unfold. And then widen down. Right foot back, right knee down, and up. And hands high. And down. And step up. Hands wide, sit down, thumbs up, stand up. And widen down. Left foot back, left knee down. Hands up high. And down. Shoulders open, hands open. The right hand holds the left wrist and you let your hips now come forward and back. Might be only an inch or 2, but lift the left ribs up off the left hip and then pause. And hands down, stepping your left foot up. Sit your seat down. Press to your heels to lift through your hands. And bend. Right knee back. Hands up high. Forward and back. Oh. And then keeping the left hand holds the right wrist, forward and back through the low body. Come up out of the rib, out of the hip. And as you come forward, slowly enter in. And the hands come down, set your blocks aside. High plank, stepping your left foot back like a high push-up, and then lowering your hips to the middle of that blanket. Bend your knees, elbows wrap in, extend the legs to lift your heart, and then roll your way back down. In and up, and roll down. Bend your knees, child's pose, fold it back. Inhale forward, and then rolling back. So that you're rolling your way through the low belly. You may continue right there,
Or as you come forward, turn your chin to the right, elbows in, and then to the left. And return to the center. And back. And forward. And up. Turning right. Turning left. And lightly up from the chin to the belly. And tuck your chin and hips to heels. Elbows to the floor, palms together, thumbs up. Your head drops between your arms. Open your upper back. Rising up, and begin the Kriya. Fold your blanket in half, build your cross-legged seat, bring your blocks out in front. Your soundtrack is that we are the one. We are the ones. Hands up high, the chest will lift. And back down to the blocks, fingers down or on the outside. Press your feet down, press your hands down, lift your seat. So inhale, come up, and exhale, press down. What newly budding possibility that you want to believe in, that you've been trying to believe in, you beautiful soul, could you give a little bit of extra stamina to right here? In this movement, in this little press, can you give some aspect, just a little extra? You got this. Stabilize it, substantiate it. Ha. This time as you come down, pause. The low belly gathers into the body, the feet to the floor, the hands to the blocks, we pause. Breath is full, strong, and steady. There is no punishment here, just steadiness. To sit and rise. Again, steady, eyes closed, press down, rise up. Gathering around your choice to rise. That's all. Sit down, choose, inhale up, exhale, press, last time. 3, 2, gather into the low belly. And then inhale up. And one more, shake it out, up and down. Make little cups. Inhale high. 3 sips in. Heart up, chin in, spine tall, pulse the pelvic floor. In your mind, svadhistana, I am home. Svadhistana, svadhistana, I am home. Home. Go, go. Shake it out, chin up. And down. Sitting tall. Arms are strong, body is bright. At the beginning, we have music to access loss, to be more proficient at grief. Every day I cry a little right there. And every day I smile a little right here. So palms almost to touch. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Most modified hands are very low. The movement is small. As your chest and arms allow, hands higher. Inhale, open, exhale, close. The movement is initiated from the seat, from the hips, and the arms are following. And once the body is in place, The practice is in the emotion. Can you begin to expand your range of joy? Just like little at a time, we can deepen into Warrior One more completely. Similarly, can we open the ligaments, the connective tissue of our smile, of our willingness to experience our own brilliance, our beauty. That's the work right here. Eyes are closed. The lyrics are to you, from you. Is it believable? Open that connective tissue. Ha. If it gets too much and starts to build strain, drop your hands so slightly. You've only got 5, 4, 3, 2, hands wide, little cups. Inhale, 3 more, fill it to the top. Heart up, chin in, pulse, pelvic floor. Svadhistana, svadhistana, svadhistana. 5, 4, 3. Keep that pulse, breathe out. Keep that pulse, breathe in, pause it full. In your mind, svadhistana, svadhistana. This brilliance is my home, install it. Chin up, breath out, arms down. Notice. I am made of light. I am guided by light. I am created by light. I am supported by light. Breath, deeper, deeper into the body. On your inhale, hands come up high. On your exhale, hands to the blocks, rock forward, lift your hips as you press. Inhale up. Exhale, gather into the low belly, gather and pause, press, lift. And inhale up. 1 more. Gather. And release. Hands wide, fold the bottom 2 fingers in, hold with your thumbs, first 2 fingers together. Down and up. Modification 1, elbows bent. Modification 2, elbows lift. Inhale, lift, exhale down, move from the hips. Full motion, arms are straight. Exhale down, inhale up. There is no hurry. Feel a sensation of drawing svadhisthana energy up and out through the fingertips. Spreading that sensation of home, that frequency that is your very own throughout your body. Draw it up and through.
hands high, little cups, inhale. Pause the breath, pulse the pelvic floor. Svadhistana, svadhistana, svadhistana. Keep it going, breathing out, breathing in. Pause the breath, pulse, pulse. 3, 2, chin up, breath out, elbows down. Be still, be moved. Remain seated or set blocks aside, come to stand. Your choice. Feet wide if you're standing, hands wide as you sat up. Thumbs to the palms, fingers over the thumbs, forward wind in the hands. Soft shoulders. Move the body as needed. You define your home, your frequency, your identity. Settle into it. Let it be big, vast, and free. Loosen where it catches, like branches against a stone in a river. Shake it loose and back into the current. Out of the shoulders, out of the tension. The breath is full. Fill the backs of your lungs, the bottoms of your lungs. Find the steady container that holds this bright current. You are both. You are both. You are the flow and the channel. 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale. Tight fist, cross your forearms, hold the breath in and press. Heart up, chin in, legs strong, heart stay. Exhale out. Inhale. Tight fist, cross your forearms, press, eyes closed, jaw closed, hands closed, press, stay, tremble, become, and release. And stand. fingers, hug the feet. You are the channel. You are the current. Sitting down, blocks up in front, give it direction. Hands on the blocks, little forward fold, and then inhaling, hands up high. Exhaling, folding down to rise and to fold. So the fold isn't a rounding, it's a hinge of the hips leading with your heart. And if that feels steady, hold your opposite elbows, hands the height of your forehead, fold. If you need to put your hands to the blocks, use them. Or the final gesture, elbows are over the shoulders, folding perhaps the forehead to the floor. Take your time. There's no prize if you win the floor, if you touch the floor. Two. One. Left hand to the floor, right hand across. Right hand to the floor, left hand across. Nearly. Keep the seat steady. And feel the sides of the spine. All the parts of the spine, one bone stacked upon the other, making space between them. Work here, continuing that opening of the spine, moving from the low belly or palms together. So the anchor is below your belly button, down deep in the body. And the spine moves from that base. Or thumbs to the forehead center. Or hands overhead. Let it grow a little quicker, smaller, looser. You're seated on the ocean floor and the waves are moving above you. Be moved. Be changed. Be willing to be changed. Three, two, hands high, little cups, breath in, 3 extra sips. Heart up, chin in, pulse the pelvic floor. Svadhistana, 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 svadhistana. Breathing out when you need to, keep it going, breathing in when you can. Pausing the breath in and up. Pulse the pelvic floor. Stir the sand beneath the ocean. Chin up, breath out, elbows down. Notice into the fabric. That which binds you to your bones. Take it with you. Feet flat. Just lie straight back, shoulders to the floor. Knees bent. As you arrive, interlace your fingers behind your head, elbows wide. Let your heart lift, shoulders down, elbows wide, seat down. That might be perfect to stay there, lengthening and widening your breath deep into the pelvic bowl, or press your heels to float your hips and down and up and down, 2 inches. Inhale up, exhale down. And then setting your hips down, walk your legs out long, as far as your low back allows. If you can, rest on the backs of your heels. And your breath now back down into the bowl of the pelvis, full, smooth. Without moving the pelvic floor, but in exactly the same area, place your attention and repeat svadhistana. Svadhistana. Accessing this same energy without moving the physical body. Stir. Clear. And then relax the mind, relax the body, walk your feet in, keep your elbows wide, and your attention rests in the pelvic floor, in the pelvic bowl. Breath is steady and smooth. Release your hands, hands to thighs, press away. And you begin to build a cross-legged seat. Taking your time. Remembering this is the moment that puts it together. Adding any layer, socks, blanket, a sweater as needed. And as you come into an upright posture, as though you were placing your heart over that pelvic bowl of light. Float your left hand, loosen the shoulder, open the elbow, thumb and first fingertip together, the other three fingers together. Set it down. The left shoulder aligns the right. The left hip aligns the right. The spine between the two. Give your breath a moment or two free and full until it falls into a simple rhythm. Let your body organize around that breath. Right hand to rise, the first two fingers folding in. Take the tip of your fourth finger to the left inner eye corner, slide down there where you feel the bone of the nose end, just above the flare of your nostril. Close there and breathe easily in and out the right side only. As though you could feel all the way to your right toes, all the way up out the right nostril, all the way into the left side brain. Releasing the fourth fingertip, take the tip of your right thumb, your right inner eye corner, slide down the side of the nose. Feel where the bone ends, just above the right nostril. Close there. In and out through the left side only. Inviting the breath access all the way to your left side toes, knees, hip, hand, right side of the brain. Like a pair of muscles, the left side and right side of the body. The right side and the left side of the brain function slightly differently and require each other to function. In the mouth. Breathe out the mouth. Close your lips. Breathe in the left. 2, 3, 4. Close left, out right. 2, 3, 4. In right. 2, 3. Sit tall. Out left. 2, 3, 4. In left. Out right. In right. Out left. In left. Out right. In right. Out left. Right hand down, eyes closed, in through both and out through both. And again, right hand up, first two fingers in, right hand to the right side, breathe in the mouth, and out the mouth. In left, 2, 3, 4. Out right, 2, 3, 4. In right. Out left, heart up, chin in. Continue. In. Out right. In right. Out left. Continue. Eyes closed, right hand down, breathing in and out through both. Heart up, chin in, spine tall. We do 3 more rounds like that, adding a hold, adding a little extra energy. We build a little bit of power in the breath. Closing the right side in the mouth. Out the mouth, lips together, in left, 2, 3, 4, pause, 2, 3, out right, 2, 3, 4, pause, 2, 3, in right, fill the chest, sitting tall, pause, out left, 2, 3, empty belly to spine, pause, in left, pause, out right, belly to spine, pause empty, in right, fill the chest, pause, out left, empty the navel, pause, in left, pause, receive, out right, pause, release, in right, be full, out left, pause, be empty, right hand down, breathing through both, 1 minute, just be still. Notice you may have no cause or call to breathe. So still as though you couldn't move if you tried. without moving, without changing. Soften the interior of this space. In that softening, there is less of you. In that softening, there is more space for all that is. All possibility, all light. Into that sense of infinite source, deepen your breathing and draw that source into every cell, into every organ, into every action. Let yourself move. Draw the breath in, sweep your hands high, gather that light into your movement. Palms together, exhaling, thumbs to the forehead center. Sat Nam, I am this. 8 count Sat, 2 count Nam, inhale. Sat Nam. Sat Nam, I see myself. Namaste, I see you. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. So again, if you weren't here at the start, it's a great question. Why? Why are we repeating svadhistana? Why are we moving the pelvic floor? Because of what we're familiar with. What we're familiar with can feel like everything. Yeah, I've been there. I know that. I've been to Ohio. There's a lot of Ohio. I've been in me, but there's more. And so when I use my bottle, I go for a bike ride and I come back and I wash it. And what do I wash? I wash the part I touched. Wash the part where I put my mouth, wash the part where I put my hands, and then I call it good. But really, there's a lot more to this container. And so I put water and I rinse it out. And then I look inside and there's like this crazy ring of growing sediment. So I use movement. I take the brush and using the pelvic floor, I create a momentum down where there has not been movement before. And I come to know another aspect of myself. There is more to you than you know. The more of you that you access, the more of your life you will know. And so we pulse the pelvic floor, which is like moving the bristles of this brush. So why would we repeat svadhistana? Because the svadhistana is the detergent, is the chemical reaction at a level of electrons that allows us to get underneath, around, through, within that sediment that the bristles can't even get to. And so I repeat svadhistana, 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 and in that aspect, in that repetition, I am saying, this is my home, I dwell here, I dwell here. And I'm shaking off the old emotions of yesterday and the day before and the way I was taught to feel and the way that I'm accustomed to feeling, the way that I've gotten stuck feeling, and I polish that space until I can contact what is true. So I move the contents, I move the pelvic floor, I add the detergent, and then I rinse it all out with the breath, and I say, in what is more and more a clean container. We do it to our dishes. We do it to our teeth. We do it to the bathtub when we're done. We clean things that require daily use, and my emotions are used all day. they require the same hygiene, and if so, they will be bright and serve me well. I will see you tomorrow, Wednesday, noon. Thank you so much for your time. Share it out, tag a friend. Thank you.